is Amanda Rose Iandoli. I am 8 and a half. My birthday is March 12, 1994.
Oh, she was beautiful. She was beautiful when she was born.
You're a good boy.
We looked at her and they said everything was fine. I thought she was perfectly healthy at the time.
Newborn hearing screening was not then the law in Massachusetts, so Amanda went home without a hearing test. It wasn't until 3 years later, and after the birth of her younger sister Sarah, that Amanda's parents began sensing something was wrong.
Amanda was sitting in the living room watching television, and we were calling her name and she wasn't responding. And I think that's when we got our first inkling that something might not be right.
I'm going to be right on the other side of the window watching you.
Amanda came to Massachusetts Eye and Ear Infirmary, where she was tested and diagnosed with severe hearing loss in both ears.
My fears for Amanda at the time were, will she be able to read? Will she be able to write? Will she ever be able to keep up with her peers?
Okay, now we're going to do that test where you hear that man telling you to say some words. I just want you to repeat back whatever he says. Okay.
Cheryl had reason to be fearful because most children diagnosed with a hearing loss so late will have great difficulty catching up with their peers.
They may never catch up if they're detected too late. In Amanda's case, she's a really bright little kid, and I think so she was able to catch up quite quickly, but that's not, unfortunately, that's not universally true.
In fact, shortly after Amanda's hearing loss was diagnosed, her parents had her 18-month-old sister, Sarah, tested as well. To everyone's dismay, Sarah was also diagnosed with a hearing loss in both ears.
I'm I, and I'm Sarah. When she says Sarah for a name, I say Sarah, and then she says Sarah. I'm telling her Sarah. She says it pretty good now. Ellie and we used to.
Yeah, they used to do?
Mm.
Did you take a nap? In Sarah's case, she speaks a lot in vowels. Car would be R. Which room? Oh, in Jacob's bedroom?
Although Sarah was diagnosed at an earlier age and with a less significant hearing loss than Amanda's, she has not responded as quickly to treatment.
She gets frustrated sometimes because we don't understand her, and it can be hard on her.
Unlike their younger brother Matthew, who has normal hearing, both sisters rely heavily on hearing aids. While they help bring their hearing closer to normal, they are not a cure.
When I first put them in, my brother and sister are putting toys away, like they're throwing them in the toy box. It kind of is like crash, crash. It sounds really louder than it really is.
Time to eat dinner. Let's go.
Dr. Evie says that while wearing a hearing aid isn't easy, it's usually parents who are most upset about the potential social stigma.
You want some milk? Yes, please. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Most parents are working at the level of, oh, I just don't want my child to have hearing aids on. So we have to reframe this for them, and literally reframe this, because 50 years ago, if someone wore eyeglasses, that was considered probably pitiful.
Dad, can I have my hearing aid battery tested?
Yeah, let me change your phone.
And now we have fashion eyewear, and people who have 20/20 vision will go out and spend a lot of money on frames and glasses because they look better.
There you go.
Good, here's a new one.
While hearing aids have not come that far, they are less obtrusive than they were, and they come in fashionable colors, which Amanda likes.
She got new molds the other day, and they're bright blue, and she came in first thing and went to the teacher and said, can I do show and tell with my molds?
Is that better?
Yep. Once I share it to my class, they don't ask me what it is, All my friends know about it because I tell them.
My hopes for my 3 kids for when they're older is to be whatever they want to be and not let anyone tell them differently.
6.
Yeah!